Given our current preoccupation with climate change, I think over and above that, we really need to talk about issues of social justice. Social justice and a sense of injustice really today fuels much of what we see happening. It's endemic within the issue of climate change. The brunt of climate change is being faced by those who are excluded from economic well-being, from political decision-making. So it's very much a part of the climate change agenda. But in and of itself, the structures of injustice, economic, political, social, which are underpinning our system and causing the violence of our system and leading to problems like climate change, I think are really what should be at the root of it. I believe what's really important, both on the issue of climate change, but also more generically, is that we talk about the selfishness that underpins the problems we have today. On climate change, again, it's most obvious, the overconsumption of a handful and its consequences that lead to utter inability to consume, even to sustain a minimum lifestyle of the maximum number of people. So if somehow we could be the moral voice on every issue, starting off with climate change, on saying how selfishness and greed is really the cause of utter suffering and injustice, and we point the way towards the solutions which could take out the selfishness and greed and replace it with generosity, sharing, and plenty for all. What I would really love is that on the spectrum of issues that we, together as a council, and I personally, to the extent I can, act as a voice, a very clear voice, a clarion call on key issues where we see that the future is being compromised by actions in the present. What I would personally like to do is remain vigilant, not just once every 12 months, but for every single day. We live at a heightened level of consciousness. So at every single point where anyway as a human being I would have felt indignant or I would have felt hope that there's something, there's a window here that we can act upon, that I could use this vehicle of our fellowship, of the World Future Council and the extraordinary staff we have, to use that to mobilize a much greater reaction then and there. So I would really like us to be a clarion call that could be activated at short notice. And I'd be very, very keen to be majorly involved and to make a major contribution on that right through every day of the year.